Hi, friends. Today I'm going to talk about personal support workers. In other words, what is known in to bracket caregivers. First of all, I would like to say that care for the aged is service to God. When you take care of the old persons who are not able to move around, who are not able to follow the world like you do, not able to use the information technology like you do, right? It is important for us to give them the service. And this service is appreciated by the Lord. When you when you give respect to the elder, it is called service to God, according to me. Now, why age care? Why do you have to take care of the old people? Now, this let's understand this problem, why this problem has come. This problem has come because of the changes in the society. The society is undergoing change, where people are becoming more and more selfish, more and more concentrated on their own self, and in majority of the cases are not bothered about the old in the house, that is the parents. This is a phenomenon seen in West and even taking over India partially. Many of you would say, oh, I take care of my grandparents, I take care of my parents, and that's it. Great. But in the Western world, there are many people who are not taken care of by their children. For some reason or the other, they have decided to lead their own personal life. And hence, they tend to go away from the family, leaving the old parents alone. They want to enjoy their life because they find that these old people are now dead woods on them. This is a very serious problem in the Western world. Very serious problem in England, America, Canada, Israel, Europe, all over Europe. The old value system is getting broken down. That these are the people who made me grow to what I am today. That has gone, and now it has replaced with a materialistic values that, oh, everything is fine. I mean, I have my own life. They'll have their own life. Some caregiver would be there who will take care of them. This is a problem. Now, what has the society done? Society has done almost nothing to prevent this. It's laissez faire. Okay, if it has happened, it has happened. I'm not saying that the entire society needs caregivers, but substantial amount do need caregivers. People, personal support workers, as they are called abroad. It's very important to know that society has put this problem, or the politics has put this problem below the carpet. And hence the problem has grown in magnitude. A lot in the Western world, much lesser in the world, Asian world, and Arabic world, in Middle East, or rather, I'll say it. Now, what can you do? You can take care of your own parents well. That's the first thing. Second, you can take caregiving as a profession and help somebody else's parents. You know, this is not away from the Indian traditions. Indian traditions have been like this. For example, we had ashrams in which old people used to reside, and people who were not related to them would be taking care of it. Right? You know, this is what it is. You take care of somebody, and how do you do that? I'll explain to you. Right? But first of all, I'd like to tell you certain people who are doing this abroad, Indians who are doing this abroad. For example, there is a place called Dungarpur in Rajasthan. I know a whole group of people from Dungarpur who are working as caregivers in Israel, sincerely since so many years, taking care of the old man, old lady, right? Senior citizens, right? Having various problems like diabetes, blood pressure, paralysis, and that is what they are doing. And this is what is helping them to build their homes back here. Similarly, in Canada, there are people who are doing it. Similarly, in USA, there are people doing it. And many of them are Indians who are doing it. Many of them are Mexicans. Many of them are Filipinos. Many of them are from Sri Lanka. Many of them also come from places like Thailand, Vietnam, you know, Laos. They do it because it not only helps the old person or the senior citizen, as I would like to call them, but it also helps them to build their life, their family, their children's. You know. And hence, you should see that they this program is a very unique program. Now, before going into this, I'd like to tell you that this is a skill-based program. The trainings are skill-based. They are not based on academics, on books. You see, people tend to work out like this that why not do an MSW? Why not do a BSW? You know, and do this. No, dear. This has to come from the heart. Caregiver, all these caregivers I'm talking are not BSWs and MSWs, but they are doing it from their heart. It comes from the heart. There is a need, there is a demand for it, and there has to be a supply for it. Degrees don't make you good social workers. Degrees may help you to have a knowledge of social work, but that doesn't mean that, and I'm sorry to say, how many MSWs and BSWs do this? Most of them you see it in India are in industries, working for the industries, which is fine. It helps them to get them money into the pocket. I have no objection to it. But when it comes to caregiving, it's a very tender profession, very intensive profession. You know? These friends of mine who are there in Israel, in Canada, work 24 hours sit in the house to work, help these people. And what we say is that if you are planning to do in Canada, there's a specific program which the colleges have, which is called PSW, Personal Support Workers Program. Prior to that, we take a training in 6 months in India with us, right? This is done so that you are better equipped to do it. It's a very hard program. Taking care is more than working in an office. Taking care for 12 hours, 24 hours is very hard. Try it one day to sit in front of an old person and for 12 hours, and you'll come to know what exactly I'm talking about. It's a hard program. Skill based programs are not luxurious programs, they are not done in 5 stars. They are hard programs. Old people have a lot of problems. Some of them have obesity, some of them have bad scars, back scars, sorry, and so many other things. These are people who are doing this. And if you really want to serve the society, take this as a career. It helps you to get a better pay also. That I'll explain to you in the end. Now, what do we teach or what do you learn in this program? One is the foundation of anatomy, how the body is physiologically done. Strategies for observing and assessing the client. You have to assess the client, assess the senior citizen as to what are his needs, whether he can move, whether he cannot move, whether he has a leg problem, whether he has a problem with his back, whether he has a high sugar level problem, whether he is a nervous breakdown. You are entering a family where emotional attachment has been broken between the son, between the daughter, and the parents. You are bound to encounter emotional problems, bound to encounter. So, how do you tackle with them? How do you go into the institutional trainings, right? Nutrition training, you should know what to give it to him. You can't give a diabetic guy a beautiful sugar custard and you'll see the problems coming up. You have to develop soft skills because you're going to use computers to feed in information, day to day data, right? So you have the soft skills. From the soft skills, you also would come to know what better you can do and improve your services by yourself. We do lab trainings. We would be doing lab trainings. That means sample trainings, how to, uh, more than anything, we would be doing language trainings. You know, why language? Because we are focusing on two countries at this moment: Israel, where Hebrew is taught, and Canada, where obviously English and French are the major language. So for the 6 months which you have with us, we train you perfectly. You know? And this is what exactly it is. Training. Don't go without trainings. I know many of them have gone without trainings when they have encountered problems. But now more and more is expected to you. Don't think that you are going there as a domestic servant. Don't have that idea at all. Yes, you might be doing work which is overlapping, but you are not a domestic servant. You are into a prestigious profession. You stay in this profession for 4 5 years and you have made a good packet for yourself. I'll just give a simple example. I again go back to my example of Dungarpur boys. When they went, they had a very humble beginning. They went there. It's not because of me they went. Let me make it out very clear. You know, it's not because of me they went, but they went there taking help from others and all that. And they remained in contact because they had faith in me that I would never be, I mean, whatever work they assigned to me, I'll try to my best to fulfill. So these are people who would like, I mean, always always be helpful, right? Now, when they went, they were had an humble beginning. Today, they have very good houses in Dungarpur. They could give good education to the younger ones. The family, the parents are happy. They have traveled all over the world, you know. And this is the beauty of the program. It's a hard program, like I said, 24 by 7 sitting in front of a guy in Israel or 12 by 7 sitting in front of a person in Canada. It's a tough program, but it is going to pay you more than what your BCom degrees pay. On an average, a caregiver earns 100,000 in Israel, 100,000 rupees I'm talking of. Much more in Canada, almost $4,000 Canadian dollars, which is something like 2 lakhs or 2.5 lakhs. Money is not that. Why I'm saying money is that it's not that you are just going to be exploited and you are going to do nothing and just take care of social work. No, I'm not into that. But take this program, do it for 6 months in India, then do it for 1 year in Canada, and that would give you a work permit and that would be able to work out the things for you. If it's Israel, it's a different system. You do not train yourself in Israel. You can go directly as a caregiver and work yourself up. But as I said, it's a tough profession. It's not a five-star hotel profession. Not at all. Be prepared for it mentally, psychologically. Many people who go as caregivers end up within 15, 20 days back. I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this. You have to do everything in that house, everything in that institution where you are placed. Right? And this is would 5 years as caregivers or 7 years as caregivers would give you a tremendous level of confidence to be on your own feet and tremendous amount of blessings from the Lord that you have done this. This is very, very important profession. So, my dear friends, yeah, especially young friends, you can tell them that for God's sake, don't go into traditional degrees. They do not pay. Do something better, do something innovative. This is a very innovative program. Helping the society is helping God. And I would like to say that day by day, this program, this particular syndrome of leaving the parents is increasing. Unfortunately, it has come even in India. We have, as a person, try to work out where you can satisfy them. Sometimes, sometimes what happens is I have seen some people why they needed a caregiver because of a traditional fight between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law. They leave it for the old to fend on their own. This should never happen. This should never happen. So I end here. Please help the society. Please help yourself. If you have questions, you can send it to me on my email, which is buildinglife2012 You can give me a question on my WhatsApp, 99795 right? And I'll try my best to satisfy you. If you have any further queries, please refer it to me. I'm ready to answer all your queries. Thank you.